reflect.
Yeah, that beats crazy. So without any introduction, let's just get started with the breakdown. So literally, as you can see, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4 sounds in this, and yeah, this beat is very simple. So let's just break it down. First, I started with Electra X because if you want to make a beat like Southside, you got to use Southside type VST. So I already know he uses Electra X a lot, so I loaded up this Aventador preset by Casey Supreme. It's the gassed up Pluck, and this is the pattern I laid down. So it's very simple. The way I made this is I went minor natural and put D sharp. The way I made this is I did D and a D sharp chord, right? And I delete this one and I move this A sharp to the side, and then I use this half step right here and then went back to the A. So it sounds like this. I copied this over, I moved this D up an octave, and all I did with these is move it up to the next set of half steps just because it makes it sound dark. And as you can see, this 1-bar pattern, I copied this over, and literally this last part I literally just pitched it down an octave. So that's pretty much how I made that. Then I just added these low notes like this, and I copied these down an octave, and that's all I did to this pattern. Next, I have a halftime on fall preset, and this is what it sounds like now. Next, what I did for variation, I took off the halftime, I went here, I did Alt R, rendered it out, and so that's what this is. And as you can see, I messed with it a lot. So this is what it sounded like before. So as you can see, it's the same MIDI. I reversed it. That sounds crazy, but it could be crazier. As you can see, it's on 8 bars, so I put it on stretch, and I stretch it to 4, and I pitch it down an octave. And I just pitched it down too because later on I pitched the whole sample from B sharp to C sharp. And literally in the beginning, just for some variation, once my tag comes in, it like either halftime goes down an octave, or I just filter it out once that happens, so I just pitch it down another octave. That's just something I like to do. You don't need to do that. So yeah, next I went to this Purity. I got this mineral water slow synth, and what I did to make this pattern is like Control C and then Control V. So this is what this sounds like. The second half, I literally just did Control Up to pitch it up an octave. So next I went to SRX piano. Got the super grand piano. For this top line, I literally just try to make some melodic. I didn't really like how it turned out. So if I could change anything, it would be this. As you can see, I started with the half steps again, and I went down to D. I just put the C just to transition into this D sharp again. I just put it C sharp, and then I went back to F, D sharp, A sharp, which would be the top of the chord. And then I just copied that over. Then I literally went to the same piano. Then I made it unique. I took off the top notes. Why is my color white? Now it's back to red. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the loop, and I'll break down the drums. The most basic drums ever. So yeah, these drums are from my Noir Volume 3 kit, so link in the description for that. It's completely free. And yeah, here's a breakdown. So I started with this basic snare pattern. And then I layered it with the second snare. Just some basic hard hitting snares right there. Then I added a third snare. As you can see, this one's layered with the other snare, so they hit at the same time. So yeah, to break this down, the top line is just a simple 2-step. And then these rolls. So I had this one and I copied this right here. So what I did for these rolls is I put a note and I extended it. And I did Alt U and I messed with this time knob. I just took out this last one, right? And then I copied this over here and added this extra note right here. And then I just copied this over again. And then right here I made a tighter roll, so I did the same thing, Alt U, and I added again a lower note, and I copied that over and pitched it up. And so I just copied over this 2-bar pattern, and as you can see I just moved these notes down like a couple semitones. And then at the end I did the same thing, but for these last ones, as you can see they're time stretched. I got this one, I just stretched it like that. Then I put it on the mixer and I put Effectrix on it. This is what it sounds like. Next I added this open hat. Then added this 808, and to make it hit, what I did was I went to this knob and I boosted it up by 5%, and I turned that out to around 25 just to make it shorter. Then I added this kick. Last thing I added was this riser from my Noir Volume 3 kit. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole beat, and I'm out.